And when George W. Bush was saying, after he said what he said about the Crusades, that he wanted to be nice with Muslims, he said, I know that Islam is a religion of peace. And many Muslims were happy with this. No, Islam is not a religion of peace. Islam is a religion calling for peace. It's not a religion of peace. It's calling for peace. Why I'm saying this? Because Islam is dealing with human beings. And as Islam is dealing with human beings, Islam has to deal with the violence of human beings. So, Islam is managing violence. It's saying, if they are attacking you, they have the right to resist, which is the legitimate defense. There is a way where وَلَوْلَا دَفْعُ اللَّهِ النَّاسَ بَعْضَهُمْ بِبَعْضٍ لَفَسَدَتِ الْأَرْضُ, because you have to deal with people who are going to exploit. You are going to kill. What is happening today between Palestine and Israel, it's people resisting, and this is the legitimate resistance of the people, because this is not acceptable. So in Mandela is becoming an icon everywhere. When you speak about Mandela for almost 30 years, was a terrorist. And then he was the icon of peace, but he said something which is essential. And what is good with him is that he didn't change afterward when he was acknowledged, saying, for example, our liberation is nothing if the Palestinians are not free. Which is right. He understood that the logic of what was happening, the apartheid in South Africa, was exactly the same of what was happening, even worse. But he said something which is important. The arms of the resistant are chosen by the oppressors. Which is exactly what we find in the Quran, is that if they attack you, you have to resist to their attack. So Islam is calling for peace, but it's not a religion of peace in the way we translate this today. It's calling for peace. And calling for peace means with all the means and the conditions to get peace. And the first condition is dignity. The second is freedom. The third is justice. This is why don't speak about peace in a way which is idealistic. No. Justice, peace has conditions. Now come to me. You acknowledge that I have a human dignity, yes or no? There will be no peace if you don't acknowledge my dignity. Why am I saying this? Because look at what is happening around the world. Now they are spreading destruction and dehumanizing people. You know what is happening in Burma? With people who are the Buddhists, who are not used to kill in such a way. But the whole propaganda is saying these people, the Muslims there, are not human beings, dehumanizing them. Palestinians, when they are killed, one day you hear 10 here, 20 here, it's as if it counts for nothing. When you are dehumanizing people, human beings, you can kill them without having the feeling that you kill human beings. Have you seen some of the videos where the settlers are talking about the people who are killed, these young people who are killed? There is one which was on internet when he was insulting the young guy who was killed as if he was nothing, treating him with bad words, and this was recorded. Dehumanizing. The first condition of peace, we have the same dignity.